No. Today is gonna go longer than usual. Ok, man, espérate. Sonido, chequea si la música está puesta. Aquí. Sí. Son dos barras y tú. Ok, man. Go live. ¿Le diste a go live? ¿Le diste a go live? Ok. Welcome to Flavor Square, Chef George behind the camera, and I am super happy today because we are eating super healthy today. And when I mean healthy, look at that. That's 38 ounces of grass-fed meat. And we have the unhealthy stuff today, obviously. We have some vegetables right over here in the back, okay? So what I was planning on doing tonight, well, what I planned was take that winter meal and turn it into the summer meal. You know, that's what I was thinking. So I said, you know what, let me do a porterhouse, let me do a nice T-bone steak. And the vegetables, you know, put them on the grill, but you'll see what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be something pretty cool. Anyways, let me give it a few more seconds. Let me give it a few more seconds just to see who else comes in. And yeah, you're gonna see me sober tonight. You see no drinks. So I don't know how I feel about this, George. I don't know. Leave it like that. Let's do it like this. But I'm gonna be sober the whole night. You know, last time I was kind of I don't know. Most of the time. When I'm at the show, yes. Not drunk, but I'm nice, you know. You know what I'm saying, bro. I don't have to tell you. Anyways. Nobody on yet. Anyways, let me go ahead. I'm sure they're gonna come on later on while we are doing our thing. So, on the porterhouse, one of them I'm gonna grill. The other one I'm gonna do something called reverse searing, which is basically I'm gonna season the steak and it's gonna go in the oven for the amount of time that I'm shooting for a medium rare, which is, you know, about 6 to 7 minutes on this cut, because it's pretty thick, as you see over here. So nice piece of meat. That's what she said. Anyways, the other one is gonna go on the grill. Look at that. Look at that. George, do you know what's classified as a porterhouse? George, do you know?
Yes, but I'm not gonna tell you.
Okay. So for a T-bone steak to be classified as a porterhouse, it has to be minimum 1.5 inch going across and over 3 inches right over here on the tenderloin. And obviously the New York strip, it cannot be something like this. I do not consider this a T-bone steak, a porterhouse, because the filet mignon is pretty small. The New York strip, you know, is too small, but it's a nice T-bone steak, as you see over here. Anyways, this one reverse seared. This one is gonna go in the grill, and I'm gonna season them differently. George's style, which I like, you know, I'm gonna do it his way, and then I'm gonna do this one my way. Rosemary, thyme, garlic, you know me, and basting and whatnot. The other one is gonna go with the steak seasoning, you know, mustard seed, celery salt, and all that stuff, which is pretty good. I like it, but I rather have my herbs on my steak. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and start with the grilling one. Obviously, I'm gonna season. And this type of meat, I mean, just look at it. Just look at it. I mean, it's pretty thick. So again, you have to go thick.
Is that a 2-inch cut?
Yes, it is. It's a 2-inch cut, George. You have to go heavy on the seasoning because it's a nice piece of meat, so you have to go heavy on it. And also you're grilling. Some of the seasoning goes away because when it's releasing the fat, it drops to the grill. Okay, so that guy is good to go. I already seasoned my grill. Earlier I did it. You have to do the same thing at home. And remember, make sure that you season with salt and make sure that it's oil. Manda camera. This guy is going on the grill. And you can hear the sizzling already. I'm gonna shoot for, I'm gonna try to hurry up as usual because I wanna do a little dessert. Something quick. So this guy is going. And I'm gonna go on the sear one. Now on the sear one, you guys know me already. Simple. Salt. And again, you have to go heavy because of the type of cut. The cut is pretty thick. You have to season real good. All the sides, even in the bones, it doesn't matter. Season the steak and go with pepper. Salt, pepper. You don't have to add anything else to it, trust me. Add your pepper, enough. Flip it. There you go. Who else is on the chat? Anybody have any questions? Hi, Steffi. Okay, so this is ready to go. Hot pan, cast iron. Why cast iron? It gives you the perfect sear. So, at home, if you don't have one, it's okay. You could use a regular saute pan, but cast iron is the best. You're gonna go with some oil, some fat. What do you think, George?
I think you're doing all right.
And since I said it's reverse searing, see that? I was about to go right away into this. Let me turn this off. This guy goes on the sheet pan, and it goes in the oven. So, I was almost making that mistake. So I'm gonna cook that guy. Right now it's preheating, but it was heat up already. I'm gonna cook that guy for 8 minutes. No sear, nothing. Just in the oven. I'm gonna shoot for my medium rare. Since it's too thick, maybe when I'm doing it on the saute pan, you are able to, to get to the right temperature. So that's why 8 minutes is 8 minutes. We're gonna give you a rare. Once you go over here and keep searing it, you're gonna go to the medium rare. Okay, so that's going. This guy is going. And let me show you guys what I have over here. Some vegetables. So we have some corn, some sweet peppers, we have some potatoes, some carrots. Like I told you, winter vegetables, excluding the corn. Take that guy out. That's a summer thing.
Are those banana carrots?
Banana carrots, no, that's a yellow carrot. These carrots are organic, George, as well. Everything you see here is organic. Nothing is GMO, none of that. So, same thing. On the carrots and the potatoes, what I did, I blanched them. So I almost cooked. This is 95% cooked, 95% cooked. That way when I'm grilling them, you don't have to wait 3 hours on the grill, Usually it takes about 40 minutes for it to be completely cooked. Hi, Sayuri. Shane, what's going on? Nice veggies. Yes, sir. What's going on, man? George, what are you thinking about the veggies? You down? You're hungry? Okay, I like to hear that. So, I'm gonna add a little bit of olive oil. You can go heavy on it. Remember, if you're grilling, all that oil goes down on the grill. I'm not gonna season now, and you're gonna see why. So, some olive oil, and since I have the steak going, I don't have that much real estate in there. So I'm gonna go ahead with a few potatoes, a few of the peppers, corn, and man, it smells like summer here. Some of those carrots. And when you're cooking the carrots, you have to be really careful not to overcook them because they're thin. That's something that you can overcook pretty easy. Also, do not overcrowd your grill or your saute pan, whatever you're doing at home. If you do that, then you're basically steaming. So, on the steak, beauty. You see that? See those grill marks? That's what you're shooting for at home. So that's already grilling, beautiful. I like the smell. The thing that I'm happy about is that I'm not cleaning the grill again today, so it's not me. What do you think about that, George? I cannot say Alyssa today, George. I'm sorry. I'm not blaming her on the grill. She's not gonna do it. Any questions? Hello there, Wiz. I can what? Anyways, I'm going back. Okay, so for the vegetables, I didn't add salt or pepper because I'm gonna do a herb butter thing. You know, I want to get those flavors going. You understand? Basically, you know, I'm gonna do the butter with garlic, thyme, parsley, and a friend of mine who doesn't eat cilantro, they're gonna see the difference between cilantro well done than the cilantro that they're used to complain about. So, I'm adding butter. George, can you get closer to this? And I added a lot of it. It's a lot of meats, a lot of vegetables. So I went with butter. 2 tablespoons of garlic. Let me see, I got the other recipe over here. And I have two sprigs of thyme, which I chopped. I took the lids off, obviously. Parsley and cilantro. And this is something that cooks real fast. And I mean real fast. It's basically a few minutes. So that sauce, I'm gonna add with the veggies, and when I'm adding that to the veggies, that's when I'm gonna start seasoning. And yeah, it smells good in here. How's the crowd back there? Do you smell something? Does it smell good? What? Come on. Jeez. Yeah. Okay, so flip this, guys. Look at that. Oh, yeah. What? Shane, I wish you were here, bro. Oh, well. Look at that. Try not to get burned. See that? Nice grill marks. Beautiful. Same thing. Let me flip this guy here. So the butter is already simmering. So it's off. That's done. That's basically what I want. I don't want anything else. I don't want to burn it. That's exactly what I want with the butter. That's completely done. I'm going to put that on the side. And I'm going to put my cast iron back in there as well. So this guy right here is too thick. So if I'm cooking this on the grill, if I'm going to shoot for a medium well, which is usually what people eat, it's going to take about 12 to 14 minutes on the grill. So when I get real good sear marks on that, it's going to the oven. I'm not going to finish it in the grill because obviously it's going to take a long time. Make sure you render the fat on the sides. You guys get me. Okay, so this guy's already working. Beautiful. Leave it there for 8 minutes. Do me a favor, guys. Stop right now, whatever you're doing. George, listen, everyone, please click the share button. Click the share button right now. I want everybody to come in, see what we're doing. We have an amazing meal going on tonight. Hola a la gente de Santo Domingo, Puerto Rico, México, Venezuela, Colombia, de todos los países hispanos. Hola a todos. ¿No hay alguna pregunta? Anybody have a question right now? How about some sugar? Sugar on what, Shane? What temperature are you cooking that on? The steak in the oven is at 400 degrees right now. It's 400 degrees. This guy here right now is at about 400 to 420 degrees, Shane. And you can see right now, George, okay, Mane, esta cámara. If you guys can see right now, you can see the blood coming out, so that tells you that's a good sign that your grill is pretty hot. So, anyways, I'm gonna flip that guy. Look at that, beautiful. So I'm gonna render some of that fat. If you had a gas grill or a charcoal, you know, it's a little bit faster than this. You have, you know, it's pretty hard to control also one of those guys as well. But I wish I had one over here. I cannot. Junior, so what do you think about this? You go down on this guy?
I think
He said, yeah, he'll go down on the guy. He said, yeah, he'll go down on the guy. I got him. You saw that? He said he'll go down on the guy.
I guess it's not thick enough for him.
I got you on that one. You saw that? I got you. So good. Anyways, what you want to do with this, man, what you want to do with this is render that fat. Because if not, it's going to be something that is chewy when you're eating those steaks. Okay, so look at those veggies. They look amazing. The corn, potato. I don't know. I don't see a lot of people putting potatoes on the grill nowadays. I mean, only other than put it on the foil wrap, and then they cook it like that. That's the only thing I see. Anyways, this guy's going. And if I have time, I'll show you guys something real quick. I have some peaches, and we'll do a quick dessert later on after we, maybe when I'm letting the steak sit, we'll do a quick dessert. Nothing crazy, just to show you what you guys can do with peaches. If you guys grilling and stuff like that, you know, it's something really cool. All right, so, yeah, what's up?
Give me a minute,
All right. Sí, sir. Mane, please, this camera. Now, look at this. Make sure you guys give it a good sear. Make sure you guys give it a good sear, even though the vegetables, you know, your starch. Another thing, you guys want to have some starch on this dish. You have a lot of protein. That's why I went, you know, with the potatoes as well. You want to have some type of starch on that type of dish. Unless you're doing one of those keto diets that you're eating just protein, or, you know, that's different, but I'm not going for that right now. So, the potatoes. Look at the grill marks. Beautiful grill marks. Let me put them on this side. The peppers are not helping me today. The corn needs more cooking. Look at those carrots. Man, I cannot wait for those carrots. And this carrot, yeah, get that guy out. Let me put it back here. I'm gonna drop some of those vegetables again. Any questions online? Steffi, Shane, Manuel, hello, Manny. Eso no es para mí. No, it's not. It's not for me.
Shane said that this steak is straight out of the thin stone. And what temperature are you cooking that on?
I answered that already to her. The one in the oven is at 400 degrees. The other one is at 400, 420, the one on the grill.
How do you know when the veggies are done?
The veggies are done when they're tender or al dente. It depends how you like your veggies done, Shane. But remember, switch the camera, please. Remember, when you guys, these vegetables, I blanched them. So basically on boiling water, you know, with salt, drop them, you know, cook it to the, you know, part cook them. You understand? The potatoes, I went to 95% done. To the carrots, same thing, 95% done. And then I finish them on the grill. Okay, so I'm gonna drop some more of those potatoes. The peppers, a little bit more of the carrots. And yeah, Shane, it's a big steak. Shout out to Chris who saved me the steaks from Whole Foods, because usually when I get there, they're gone. Big time gone. When I get there, they're usually the little guys that I don't like. I don't like the little steaks like that, you know. And they still call them porterhouse, but they're not porterhouse because it's the end of the cut when they're doing that. Any questions? Guys, one more time, please click the share button. Please click the share button. Okay. Let me take a quick look at the steak. And yes, that's what I'm looking for. Look at that. So at this, if you're grilling this at home, what you do is this. On your grill, on the second rack, you move this guy from here to the second rack, close the grill, and give it about 10 to 14 minutes for a medium well. If you're shooting for that. Me, right now, I could go black and blue and eat this guy. I don't mind. At all, black and blue. George, why are you so quiet tonight? What's going on? You need your microphone, George. Once again, he doesn't have the microphone, so it really don't matter what he's saying. But it's all right. He's getting his microphone when I feel like it. Look at that, man. The smell here is amazing. It reminds me when I used to live in Florida, and I had my two Stooge brothers. We used to grill on the weekends. You know, that's what it reminds me of. We used to go to Walmart and get the Baba burgers.
Western beef?
Nah, not Western beef, not those.
Do you add anything to the steak other than adding pepper? Shane wants to know.
On the one here, Shane, the one on the grill has steak seasoning. So you have salt, pepper, celery salt, garlic salt, onion powder, you know, chili flakes, all that stuff. Okay, so this guy is going in the oven. I'm not going to keep it on the grill just for the fact that if I keep it on the grill, it's going to get burned on sides, and I don't want to do that. I want to keep going. I want it, you know, nice and not burnt. So this guy was in. Let me show you, George.
Yeah, please show me.
Look at this guy. This guy was in for 8 minutes. And right now I know it's super rare, but I'm going to finish it on the hot pan. So this is reverse searing. You season it, put it in the oven. This guy went in for 8 minutes. Now I'm going to finish searing it on the cast iron pan, okay? That's what's going to happen to this guy. That's why it looks so boring right now. But once you finish it here, it's a different story. So this one is going in for about, I'll give it 8 minutes. I'll give this guy 8 minutes in the oven. So he's working already. Oven on. Let me add some more corn over here. Damn. I was kind of sad because somebody called me today that she wasn't coming. And I said, no pork today so she can eat. Because for the past 2 weeks, we've been doing longaniza and pork belly and this and that. But she showed up, so I'm okay with that now. I'm okay with that now. Okay, let me flip this, guys. So just make sure that you guys give it a nice grill mark. And that they're hot as well. Because once you blanch them, remember, you blanch in shock, you're getting them cold right again.
A1 steak sauce.
I don't use that crap. Sorry, Shane.
She validated the steak.
I don't use that. No, I don't use that just for the fact that we make our own sauces. So I'm not a fan of A1. So anyways, this guy right over here with the herbs, with the garlic, all that. Yeah, Shane, I don't use A1 sauce at all. And I'm not a fan of it either. I don't like the taste. Usually you don't hear me talking about brands and stuff like that, but no, I don't do any of that. Hello, Wally. Who else is in there? Luisa, how are you? Hello. Hola, hola, Yaya. I love you. Wow, a lot of people here today, eh? Good. A lot of family members. One thing, guys, you guys can see this. I have like maybe 500 family members right now, and then 1,000 people watching from Dominican Republic. But for some reason, Facebook doesn't add the count from Dominican Republic to the count from the U.S. So there's more people watching. It's just the way Facebook does its thing. Another thing, soon I'm going to start doing the show on Twitch, and I'm going back to YouTube as well. I'm letting you know. So I'm going to be streaming at the same time on all three, and I want you guys to jump into those platforms. Go ahead, George. George is laughing because I said a whole bunch of family. It's all right, Jay. It's no big deal, man. Oh, I forgot. There's 2 Georges here today. So every time I say George, they're looking at me like, which one? Which one? Okay, so this guy is hot. Not that guy, George. George, not that. Jesus Christ. Oh, man. Okay, I'll take it back. The cast iron pan is hot. So the steak is going in. Jeez. There's no escaping, you guys, eh? Let me move this. Clean up over here real quick. Yes. Come here, bro. Come here. Shane, let me show you something real quick, Shane. So you can see who's here.
Don't be embarrassed about the 5 people that are going to watch you right now.
George, put the camera over here, man.
Wait, I'm surprised.
All right, Shane, I have a surprise for you. Look who's here, Shane. Shane, look who's here, Shane. Your brother. George is here. The first question Shane is going to ask George, is Alyssa there? That's the first question he's going to ask. What was that? Put him on the spot. It's okay, no big deal. Yes, sir. So when you're searing the steak, remember you want to give it a nice sear. You know, you want to trap, you want to keep the juices inside. So that's the reason why we sear. Okay, keep those juices inside. You have a tender steak. You'll see later when we cut it. It's gonna be nice. Also, I'm gonna use the same cast iron pan to plate this guy. Okay, to plate this steak. I don't know why George keeps saying no. He don't want me to say, guy, George, let me be happy. It's all right. You can hear that? Well, let me see. Hey, I'm not used to having this many people here, so it's like not nervous, but it's kind of weird. You understand? But it's good that I get used to that. So
This is for the plating of the other steak.
that's for that's George's plate tonight. This is George's place tonight. And that's what he's gonna be eating tonight.
Yeah, dude, look, put it next to the table. It fits.
They're inside, bro. Yeah, that's this is. It's pretty big, George. Here. Can you take it back? Coño. All right. Look at that. Nice sear. You can see that there. Now that I flip it, you know what's going in. Herbs. So thyme, yes, I'm adding a lot. Why? Because it's a big steak. So the herbs go in. And you can hear that already. So
This is like a good 4th of July meal. Right?
yes. Yeah, it's a good 4th of July steak.
Sounds like firewood.
So on the garlic, you have to smash the garlic. Once you smash the garlic, it goes in. And you guys know me already. Once you go with the garlic, get out of here. Once you go with the garlic, you have to go with the butter. Why? Because we're going to baste. So if you're basting, again, big steak, we have to go with a lot of butter. You have a lot of herbs as well. And it smells good. Yeah, what herbs? I have rosemary, thyme, and I have I added garlic as well. It's not an herb, but I'm saying so you know everything. So basically, those flavors are strong enough for the steak.
Before Shane asked, there was no emphasis.
Did I put Shane what?
I said before Shane asked, we did not put any hemp in there.
Let him ask. It's okay. Shane, we're waiting for you for next month, huh? So yeah, once it's there, you have to baste. Very important that you baste. And I haven't finished searing that steak at all. You still have some fat over here that you want to get rid of. You have to render some of that fat. Yeah, smells good. I have to check the veggies on the grill. So let me leave this guy alone. Let me go back to the grill. Move the corn a little bit on the side and whatnot. Check on those peppers. Those peppers are amazing. They're amazing.
Called plug peppers, right?
What? They're what, George?
Plug peppers.
Oh, I understood something else. Good. No, it's okay. I don't wanna go there. So yeah, most of the veggies already cooked. Guys, I wish you guys were here so you can try this out tonight. Yeah, it doesn't matter that you're mixing the veggies. You're gonna mix them regardless on your plate. Oh yeah. I'm going back to the veggies again. More potato. I have hungry people here, so I have to make sure I have enough for everyone. Guys, and this is, with those two steaks, if they're that big, you guys can feed 6 people with no problem at all. I mean, if it's George, forget it. You need like 3 of them guys. That's for sure. George, the one that's the cameraman, okay? Not George, my brother. Ah, I don't know about that. You eat pretty good too. Huh? Not anymore. Sorry. Okay, so let me go back on the steak. Perfect. Let me render some of that fat, and I'm gonna let this guy sit for about 6-7 minutes. While we're waiting on that, I'm gonna show you guys what we're gonna do with the peaches while we are letting this guy sit, while the steak is sitting. So remember, you want to render some of that fat just to make sure that it's not chewy, it's not fatty. As usual, you know, when you don't render that steak, you have a lot of fat in it. Let me turn it off now. Perfect. So, I make what? I make chicharrón. Look at that. You have your filet mignon on this side, which is, and then you have your New York strip, which is nicely seared. Let me flip it. Seared is nice and rare. So okay, so the steak are sitting. Let me lift this here. What I'm gonna do now is a quick dessert. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. It's a quick dessert. I don't have a cup. This guy? No, man. This is for my dessert. Yeah. Well, I don't care. He goes in there. It's all right. Yes, sir. You down, George? You down?
What? I'm taking a bottle.
You're taking the bottle? All right. All right, guys. Salud. What am I drinking, George, please? Willie. Guys, click the share button right now, please. Click the share button. George, camera up. That tastes good. Very fancy dessert glass. I said I wasn't gonna drink, but I ended up drinking, so I'm a freaking alcoholic. Okay, so I have peaches. I wanted to grill them, but I said it's gonna be too much grilling. And look, the vegetable is still going there. So I'm gonna make it on the saute pan. Excuse me. Hola, Denise. All right, so peaches, I have 6 peaches that I peeled and I sliced them. This is something that, you know, a dessert. So when you grill it, if you, excuse me, if you're grilling, you can grill them with brown sugar and whatnot, but I'll show you real quick what I'm gonna do. So I have 6 peaches. I have 5 tablespoons of brown sugar.
The peaches are peeled?
They're peeled, yes sir, they're completely peeled.
They're denutted?
Huh?
They're denutted?
Yeah, denutted. They're denutted. Sorry guys. Okay, so I have 5 tablespoons of sugar, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon powder, and I have this. I didn't even want to do it, but I wanted to drink it actually. This is 2 ounces of Brugal Leyenda. I'd rather drink it instead of adding it to the dessert.
Why don't you use the 13th instead? How are you using Leyenda to cook though? What?
Louis the 13th is more expensive. Okay? Anyways, let me add this. I'm going to add butter real quick.
That's why I was actually giving you the bourbon. I didn't know you had the alcohol content.
It's too hot. I'm going to have to dump this guy.
No, show them what happens.
It's too hot. The pan is too hot. The butter right away burnt. The milk solids are already there, so you clean it. If this happens to you at home, make sure you clean your pan. Let it get cooled a little bit so you can go ahead and work. But that doesn't mean I cannot use it. Instead of adding the butter first, I'm going to go ahead with the sugar. So 5 tablespoons of brown sugar. I'll leave that alone. What it's going to do is going to melt. Excuse me. Now that it's melting, I can add my butter. 1 tablespoon of butter. Yes. Listen to that. Yes. That's what you want. When it's completely melted, you can go ahead and add your peaches. Okay, it's back on now. I turned it off. Now it's at a temperature that I can work with it. So, again, the cinnamon you add it last, and I will explain why. If you add the cinnamon now throughout the whole process, it's going to burn, and then you have the bitter taste of the cinnamon on it. So, again, you want to incorporate the sugar and the butter. It's like if you were making caramel. That's what you have here right now. So, let me lift this guy up. Okay, 78. What? Hi, everybody from LA, Vegas. Everybody, hi. Welcome to Flavor Square. Okay, so the peaches go in. This reminds me of making banana foster. It's almost the same thing. You just don't have the damn banana. George, back up a little bit, because if this burns you, it's oh, well, you know.
Forget, I've done this before.
Yeah. Hi, Colorado. Everyone from Colorado. That's cool. So, again, when you go to the peaches, you have to make sure they're cooked. I don't want them completely cooked, George. I want this, maybe 50% of it cooked. Why? Because if you're shooting for a summer dessert, I still want to have a bite on the peaches, okay? Okay, so now that they're completely covered on the sugar and butter, I'm gonna go with some of that rum. I'm gonna add that. Let me go ahead and put some fire in there. Let me wait a little bit just to get it hot enough so I can flambe this guy. So again, you want to completely cover the peaches. This is like a cobbler, but like a 5-minute cobbler. It's a 5-minute dessert.
It's almost like a disassembled cobbler.
Like a what?
Disassembled cobbler.
Yeah, like a disassembled cobbler. Okay, so I'm going in with the rum.
That's a nice way of saying lazy.
And I'm going with the fire. Now, what does the fire do? It's going to caramelize the peaches, and it's going to bring some of the sugar. Again, I'm not cooking the whole thing through. So it's going to bring some of the sugar out of the peaches. When I pick the peaches, I make sure that they weren't completely ripe. Why? Because again, I want to have a bite on that fruit. So yeah, that's it. Right away I cut the fire. Why? Because I want to taste the alcohol a little bit. So now that is completely covered in sugar, we flambe. Damn, I grabbed the wrong spoons tonight. I'm gonna let this get a little bit runny. A little bit thick. Once it's a little bit thick, we'll remove them out the fire. Now is the time that you add your cinnamon. You can go ahead with the cinnamon. If I did the cinnamon first and then I flambe, that's when you burn the cinnamon, and to me it's inedible because you have that bitter taste to it. Okay, so that's going. Let me go back to the vegetables. Let me flip the potatoes real quick. And again, remember, you guys need those grill marks. You want to show your people that you're doing a good job at grilling, eh? It's like my brother Junior, when he was making those burgers in Florida, he used to do a good job until I became the head cook, you know? Right. Once I took that plate, that's it, it's over. Right. Okay, so this is almost done. Man, I'm actually excited for tonight's meal. Hey, Renato, how are you? I'm done with the veggies. I'm turning the grill off. I have enough. I'm going back to the peaches. And let me show you guys on this camera. Let me show you on this camera, real quick, what we're dealing with the peaches. This is what we're dealing with, okay? Okay, so just back the camera, please. Again, if you were grilling those peaches, it'll be faster than what we're doing over here. You get a real nice caramelized peaches. Any questions? Johnny, how are you? How's it going? Hola, Juan. Milagro, ¿cómo está? Okay, so this is exactly what I want. I don't want to cook it fully. This is done. That's what you want. And I'll show you why later. So this is done. Hopefully we don't forget to plate it once we get to the steak. I'm removing this. And I'm going back to the vegetables and the steak that we started doing. So the steak, I wanted to let it sit. Why? You have to let your steak sit just for the fact that if you don't let it sit, once you cut it, all the juices come out. Makes no sense. You're letting the good stuff come out, basically. You have to let the juices reincorporate. I don't have the perfect English, but I try to do my best. That's why I have my brother behind the camera.
You didn't go to NYU like me, right?
Yeah, I didn't go to NYU and whatnot, you know. George did. He went to NYU for 3 days and he got kicked out. He got kicked out of NYU. Okay, so still warm, but this guy's done. Man, I can't wait for this. He can stay right there. Let me get some of the vegetables. Now, George, look at this. On the veggies, remember I said I didn't put salt? Now it's going with the salt and the pepper. Just a little bit, nothing crazy. Little salt. Just a little, Shane. Don't think it's, something crazy. And I'm going with herb butter. And we're going to add that in there. It looks like a chimichurri. It's close to it, but it's missing vinegar, it's missing oregano, and a whole bunch of stuff. Yes.
You would call it half-assed chimichurri.
Yeah, maybe a half-assed chimichurri. What happened to me a few days ago with somebody that didn't know what chimichurri sauce was. And he was one of the waiters at this place. And I, being Joab, I screamed over the table trying to explain to the lady, and the guy's like, once he came to my table, I was thinking, I wonder what he's going to do to my food. That was all. No, we're done. That's it.
Yeah, so I'm okay. We're not going to do that.
We're not using more butter on it. Okay, so vegetables are done. Let me put them here. Steak is done. Both of the steaks. Let me show you. Both of the steaks is done. Ribeye seared. And this one is grilled. Now, something important. Listen. Look at the juices. These juices that come out of it, you do not throw out. It goes into your vegetables. That's a lot of flavor you don't want to waste. Okay, so it goes in there. And I'm going to make a mess right here, right now. You guys know me and my messes when I'm doing steak. Yes. No, I don't want to do it. No. Well, give me. I'll explain to them, but I really don't want to do it. I have herb butter. Jesus. I have herb butter, but I don't want to do it just for the fact that I already did herb butter for the vegetables. That's why I went and I skipped the butter on the steak. This is what George was passing me. He was being excuse my language, he was being a dick. Trying to, whatever. Nick, what's going on? You guys not winning the Super Bowl this year? Good luck. I love you. Say hi to Wendy for me and hi to your kid. Thank you, sir.
Oh, I think Wendy's watching. Wendy Vargas?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi, Wendy. Okay, so let's do this. You guys see, I have a big plate over here. I'm going to try not to make a mess. And what I'm doing is not fancy, but it's not, crazy plating either. So first thing you have to do, you have to look for the bone. Make sure that when you're cutting your steak, you're doing it right through the bone. Oh yeah. Follow the bone when you're cutting. That way you don't miss any of the meat unless you have a dog at home that you want to give the bone. So you have your New York strip right here. That's your New York strip. We're gonna take off now the filet mignon, papa. It's a filet mignon maceta. So this is your filet mignon. Why doesn't it look like the filet mignon? Because you still have a piece over here and a piece here. Once you take this, that's your filet mignon. That's what you guys buy on, Costco's and all those places. Yeah, they sell good filet mignon on Costco's. So there you go. You have a medium rare, the temperature that I was shooting for. Perfect. No complaints. So we're going to slice this guy. We're going to slice the steak. George, don't even think about it. I already know you. And I mean George behind the camera, not George, my brother. Shane, if you're down for this, you know what, Shane? When you come next month, let me know what you want us to cook for you. I'm going to go ahead and do it. Seriously.
No matter what it is?
No matter what it is. If you want me to cook a whole sheep, I'll do it. No big deal. Okay, so look. If it's because of the fat, there you go. Here. It's weird that George don't want to try the meat.
Shane said that he wants a taste sampler.
Taste sampler? We can do something, Shane. No big deal.
Of everything we ever made?
From really? That will take like 3 hours or 4 hours. Yeah, that's a challenge. But if you give me a challenge, I'm down for challenges, so it's all good. Okay, so bone goes in there, and you can go ahead and start plating your T-bone, your porterhouse. This, if you go to a restaurant, you're paying most likely about $140 to $160 for the steak alone. You don't believe me? Go out and try. Oh yeah. Obviously, the end pieces, they're gonna be looking like a medium well. Obviously, it's the end pieces, so that's gonna happen.
Shane says that number 1 cheeseburgers, number 2 cheeseburgers. That's what he wants.
No problem, Shane. We can do that. And go ahead, place those guys real nice in there.
La gente quiere saber qué está diciendo Shane.
¿Perdón?
La gente quiere saber qué está diciendo Shane, porque mi neta te lo dice, pero la gente no lo escucha.
Ok. Ahora mismo yo no puedo decir eso. Shane quiere que yo le haga un sample de todo lo que hemos hecho en el show. Y él empezó a decir los platos de cuáles. Okay, so once you have your steak, you go with your veggies. That looks very good, yes. I agree with you. So you put your potatoes, you put your carrots. And George don't like when I say, this is a rustic plate. And I love it. I love how it looks. He said that I say rustic too much. Well, that's Joab. Try not to cover the whole steak so you can show what you have done. And yes, corn. I'm Dominican. Dominican people love corn. I wasn't going to leave corn out of the picture. Look at that. That is very, very good looking. What do you think, George? Honestly.
Looks rustic.
You fucking dick. You are something else. All right, so that's the first one. I'm not gonna leave my carrot tops out of it. I'm adding some carrot tops to that. Why?
This is a funny comedian?
No, shut up. Good thing you don't have the microphone. Sustainable eating. If we're gonna eat the carrots, let's eat everything of the carrot because it's edible. That way, you don't have to just eat some of, just some things. You can go with everything. Okay?
You didn't peel the carrots?
What?
You trying to tell me you didn't peel the carrots?
I peel the carrots for safety reasons. Once you peel them, this can be rinsed and you can eat it, George. Okay, so your first dish. I'm gonna plate the next steak over here, and we'll go back to the to the peach. Okay, so once again, Follow the bone. Guys, please share the video. Share to your families and friends. I want everyone to see what we're doing over here.
Noemi wants to know where she takes her food.
Who?
Noemi?
Noemi can come here anytime. Anytime. And her husband as well.
Yeah, because that would have been weird.
Shut up, George.
Now you have more people from Florida in the house.
Who's watching?
Annie, Castillo.
Okay. So, let's do this. This is the filet mignon again. Man, this is something else. It's one of those days that I'm gonna eat. Usually I let the guys eat, but today I'm going. So the filet mignon goes on the steak. I'm using the same cast iron pan where I cooked. I'm using it to plate as well. Because it's like a manly plate.
Cowboy.
Like a cowboy plate? Yeah, I agree.
You got cowboys in San Domingo?
Yes, we do. George me acaba de preguntar que si tenemos vaqueros en República Dominicana. Todos esos tipos de motores, todos esos motoristas allá en Santo Domingo. Esos son los vaqueros más bacanos que yo he visto. What are you talking about? Once we go to the yard, George, you're going to see. En Santo Domingo tenemos muchos vaqueros. Yo sé que sí.
Higüey, El Ceibo.
Higüey, El Ceibo.
Sabana de la Mar.
Okay. So, keep going with the steak on the side, like this. Man, I just want to go at it. Any questions online?
Yeah, what were y'all talking about? 'Cause I didn't understand a damn word.
She said about the cowboys from the yard, you know, like what side of the country they come from, Higüey, and places like that. Okay, so same thing on this one. You can go ahead and go with your potatoes. Man, this is something that when I open my own place, something like this is gonna be on the menu on the same cast iron pan. It has so much character to it. And yes, it's going with corn because we Dominican, we like corn, okay? Look at that. Beautiful. I'm going to add some more.
You're going to have that restaurant in a very ritzy area because that's a weapon and a half right there. That's why we stopped serving T-bones. They used to use them like little jackknives.
Yeah. Look at that. That's your T-bone there as well on that cast iron pan. This is 14 inches if you want to know how big the steak is. 14 inches. Okay, so you have both of your steaks. And I'm going to clean up real quick just so I can go ahead and show you what we're doing with the peaches. Any questions before I start going with the peaches? Shane, I don't want to go back to the steak later. That's why I'm saying this. Shane, don't think at the end of the night I do read your comments, bro. Actually, I read everyone's comments. Yeah, man, he looks good. He looks very good. Hi, Natalia. I love you. Natalia used to be with me in culinary school. It's been a long time. I don't talk to her. We should link up sometime. Okay, so you have both of your steaks. Reverse seared, which we baked first, then we seared on the cast iron, and we have the one that is grilled. And again, this meal is like a winter meal, but I just wanted to do the winter meal in the summer by grilling the vegetables and whatnot. So I'm gonna leave those guys. George, remember what I told you earlier about the ice cream? If you don't mind, whoever can go, it's right next to the vanilla gelato. Yeah, I made you guys vanilla ice cream. I wish I have the time to show you guys how to make ice cream. It's one of my favorite things other than making bread. Ice cream is just, you can mess around with ice cream in so many levels. It's not even funny. Ciroc, back and forth, caramel ice cream from scratch. It's something that is really cool. Anyways, Jay.
If you make vanilla ice cream, and Noemi was asking how long did you bake for?
How long did I bake? Mm-hmm. No, I put it in a pine container. It's right next to the vanilla. Did I bake what?
How long did you bake for?
Okay, Noemi, if you're saying how long did I bake for, like working outside, I worked in an Italian restaurant before where we used to make the bread from scratch, and this is where my love for pasta and bread came out. Like it's so freaking cool to make your own bread and pasta out of flour, eggs, and whatnot. That's where it came from.
Oh, no, Lisa asking how long did you bake the steak for?
The steak was baked for 8 minutes. The one that was seared, after I baked, it was baked for 8 minutes. Anyways, you heard a little bit of the background from where I used to work on my Italian restaurants. Anyways, going back to the peaches. Again, I want to have a bite on the peaches. That's why I didn't cook the peaches like those things that come out of a can. I don't like that. I want to have a bite to it. And George is still looking for the vanilla ice cream. Okay, so I'm going to remove one of these guys. Let me remove this one. I'm going to remove it. And I'm going to start plating the peaches. If George finds the ice cream. Guys, please, one more time, click that share button. I depend on you guys clicking that share button. That's why I keep stressing you guys out with the ice cream. Jay, pass me one of those cups, please. This guy's. Beautiful, that one. Thank you very much. Now the peach. It's peach season right now. So why not? Right now is the time that you could buy peaches for, cheap. Jesus Christ, just give me the vanilla ice cream, man. I put it on a vanilla container, but it's okay, I'll use this. I made ice cream just so everybody can taste it and he cannot find it. Anyways, going to the peach. Any questions online? Mina? No questions? A lot of people lagging on? Okay. So on the peaches, it's real simple dessert. You have rum, you have cinnamon, you have peaches, you flambe it, you bring all those flavors out. Jay, you could control the camera, that's fine. So it's a warm dessert. Put those peaches on the cup as much as you want, and they smell delicious. You want to try, George?
No.
They're not hot right now.
It's not fun burning my hand on that.
It's not hot right now, so it's okay. Let me clean this guy real good. I'm gonna add some of the sauce. And we're going with some of that vanilla ice cream on top. And like I said, it's something simple, but you have a lot of flavors going for it. And at home, you don't have to be stingy. You don't have to put just one scoop of ice cream.
You can just put the peaches right on top of the thing.
Yes, you can. What I'll do 4 scoops, because I'm not stingy. Man, that's looking good. Any questions, guys, online?
Shane is saying that Jorge wants to try it.
Yeah, Jorge wants to try the ice cream balls. Okay, so once you put the ice cream, go back and add some of that sauce right on top. Right on top of that ice cream. And again, this is something that takes minutes. It's nothing crazy. It's just like if you make, instead of making a banana foster, you're making a peach foster. It's like a discomposed cobbler. Something easy and delish. Any questions, guys? Any questions before I say goodbye? Guys, one more time, please share. And again, follow us on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Snapchat, Pinterest. I can go back and forth. We are MySpace. We are MySpace too. We are everywhere. So please follow us, comment. If you want us to make something for you, send us a message. We'll do it. And that's about it. I mean.
Naomi's asking if the peaches get nice and soft.
Yes, but you still have a bite to it, Noemi. They get nice and soft, but you have on the center you still have a bite to it. So I wanted it that way, you know. So.
And Franklin is asking, do you ship?
Do I ship? Franklin, we could make it happen for a fee. Yes, we could make it happen. Why not? Yes, we do. Why, George? Why?
Sound like a prostitute.
He says I sound like a prostitute. Yo, it's the truth. Anyways, I have once again click the share button. I love you guys, and thank you for coming through and see what I do over here. See what we do here at Flavor Square, and share a la gente de Santo Domingo que están aquí, a la gente de Santo Domingo, Colorado, La Vega, from everywhere. Thank you for coming through and showing love. Gracias por venir y enseñarnos amor a nosotros. That's about it for tonight. I have a crowd of people here that they're dying to eat. I'm gonna let